welcome to all family members and distinguished guests.
We are honored to host this recognition of graduation and the completion of one of the greatest milestones in most of our lives.
We are just two students, but we speak on behalf of all Cornwall Collegiate graduates to say a simple and sincere thank you.
Thank you to our teachers who have guided us through these many years. You have prepared us for the world beyond these walls, and we will leave armed with knowledge and skills to be applied independently.
Thank you to our parents who have stuck by our sides and continuously pushed us towards the path of success. Finally, a last thank you to our fellow classmates. We say thank you for becoming our friends, for being part of this memorable chapter of our lives, and for supporting each other throughout the years.
Look at us. We certainly have grown up since we began the trip here. For one thing, we're all standing on the same stage together. Back in the days of St. Lawrence versus General Vanier, we had quite the rivalry.
Yeah, but that's something compared to our combined rivalry against St. Joe's.
Very true. As a graduate of St. Lawrence Intermediate, I remember being with about half of you there, with Mr. Enns teaching us punctuation with the semicolon dance.
Oh, yeah.
Listening to Mr. Rigoti's unbelievable stories, and competing in sports while wearing our bright blue Saints shorts. We remember leaving St. Lawrence in grade 10 and coming here, unsure of what this new school would be, and of course, terrified of the older grade 12s. Little did we recognize that the grade 12 students weren't actually that much older than we were at the time.
If all of the past General Vanier intermediate students will look around the room, we will probably recognize many of the teachers that you see, including our principal, Mr. Courier, as also being from GB. Amongst many other schools, students from St. Lawrence and General Vanier have united under this roof to form CC. It seems as though nothing much has changed through our years of high school. You can still get Mrs. Hickey to let you steal a few cookies from her foods class, and you can still see all of your old teachers like Miss McDougall in the halls. However, this year is slightly different. Instead of asking for homework help, you are telling them which part of the country you'll be moving into for September and asking them about all their crazy university stories. For our international and exchange students, thank you for being part of the Cornwall Collegiate family. We hope that you enjoyed your time here and wish you luck as we head off to represent the Raiders around the world.
We would like to recognize now the students and staff that have given their efforts and time into extracurricular activities. Without undertaking this additional labor, we wouldn't have had events such as the Inside Ride, Shop-a-thon, Spirit Week activities, and Almost Musical, and of course, our prom, which this year continued the tradition of using our smoke machine to call the firefighters to their photo shoot. Through all of their work, these students and teachers have kept our high school experience in mind and added these special events to our memories.
In addition, I would like to quickly recognize the Interact Club. Through our efforts, we were able to send 3 of our members on a life-changing trip to El Salvador and continuously show our community at Cornwall Collegiate Campus.
We'd like to thank the coaches and phys ed teachers who made our sporting endeavors of the past 4 years possible. Without your patience, we wouldn't have had the chance to learn how to dribble the ball. We wouldn't have known how to throw a pass in football. And we wouldn't have pulled up our soccer socks to score that winning goal.
Some of us might still think that a rugby mall is a place to buy sports clothes, but more important than our technical skills is our newfound understanding of endurance, perseverance, and teamwork. From sports events, we have great and happy memories, such as singing a certain song from Mulan during basketball practice, comparing our rugby injuries, and of course, recalling our triumphs against Taiwan. Thank you for making these experiences possible. From all the football players, we would like to thank Coach Chris Sullivan. The CC football Raiders have been extremely fortunate to have had Mr. Sullivan as our coach and peer. Our players have never seen a man so dedicated to the sport, to each and every individual, teamwork, and life lessons. As he furthers his career, we keep his lessons in mind of having perseverance under extreme pressure and teachable integrity.
On behalf of all the student leaders in the school, we would like to thank the staff who made our leadership training possible, and in particular, the loudest voice for student leadership, Mr. Carter Edwards. As we go out into into the world representing this school and community, we carry your words with us, and we will never forget what you have taught us.
We've been through a lot these past 4 years, specifically this past year with the introduction of the new 7 to 12 school model. Although we now have 7 and 8 screaming through the halls at every break, we did manage to get a very cool hangout with comfortable couches at the Batista Learning Commons area, so it all balanced out.
We've survived the large hail and thunderstorm of 3 weeks ago, and the 300 Facebook notifications that followed it. We remember tie-dye Fridays and greater color days. We remember eating way too many pancakes at the pancake breakfast, but having a great time regardless. We remember our super fun bouncy castle carnival.
We remember trying to get our teachers to let us out for the sports days and babysitting the phone at night so our parents wouldn't hear Mr. Courier's recorded voice reporting our absences. Some of us remember the joy of that first time we were able to sign ourselves up for class as adults.
It has always seemed a little strange to me when people said that high school was the best time of their lives. I mean, there have to be better things out there than the pressure of scrambling to finish a culminating project the night before it's due. There have to be things in the adult world that are easier than the challenges we faced, such as worrying about what people think of you, or trying to make decisions about your future when you don't know what you want. Those things were tough. We can't pretend that high school was a perfect experience, especially not since we started with braces, terrible haircuts, social anxieties, and all the flaws that make us human teenagers. However, as we look back over 4 years of high school, at everything we've learned, and at how we've grown, we recognize that it truly was a great journey, and that everything we have done has prepared us for the next step.
On this stage, we enter as students for a final time and leave as alumni. We now face the next chapters of our lives, and whether it is college, university, or the workplace, we are prepared. Congratulations to everyone, and thank you again.
We'd like to take this opportunity to recognize Nate and Charlotte for the wonderful valedictory address. If I could ask Mr. Courier and Mr. Wheeler to present them with a token of appreciation from the CCVS staff.